Only the cameras and microphones will tune into the moans and groans of broken hearts and broken bones. I hear the tears and fears of these broken hearts, and broken hearts don't start to dream until love at mends the seams, torn apart by screams and yells and screams, and hell it seems and hell it is. A hell where kids get killed and martyred, rapes get hit by mother and father who hit kids harder and harder, and it's harder and harder to grow smarter when there's no one to teach, and it's hard to find your voice when there's no freedom of speech. So soul spirit grow weak, and it's hard to stay strong when you've been praying to God for so long. I said it's harder and harder to stay strong when you've been praying to God for so long. Yeah. Weeks turn to years as years turn to weeks, as these fears manifest as daddy's dear lost her dress, as daddy forces her to sex, and of course it's incest. So she daily dreams to kill her maker, cause her daddy, he was a demon and a raper, daily cursing the semen that would make her from the womb to the tomb, feeling cursed by a creator. And these years of fears turn to fears of peers and oppression and silence. It turns to aggression and violence. And do you really care? And what will you take time to share? Cause the problem is right here, right now. You see, there's the truth that lies behind our lies, the skies behind our concern, lies the truth. Feeling to hear the cries of youth, another dream dies. It's proof of a lack of concern. It's the fact that we lack and unlearn the root cause and effect we neglect to protect our children. More concerned with downtown plans for the building than the impact of youth programs losing their funds. Who's willing to save these kids before they start using them guns? Me, myself, I'm tired of mothers and fathers losing sons and daughters to senseless slaughters. I'm tired of AIDS programs having to beg for them quarters. The system is out of order. The system is out of order. Police supposed to protect and serve us, usually just disrespect, then disturb us. This present got me nervous for a future where our own police and neighbors would rather shoot you than lend a hand. I'm not pretending, man, this is a land of hysteria, otherwise known as America. You see, I don't prescribe to the prescription of the lies and addiction of the American pie. It's a lie, it's a fiction, so I question, why are we living till we die in a prison of division? Too many politicians are driven by worth, dollars and cents, economics, scholars intent to enslave the blue collar to rent. Meanwhile in my parlor incent sages that burn, both pages they turn. With age I learned to discern between the friend and the foe, and those people that are just pretending to know the root cause and effect, never taking the time to correct their own mind state. At times I find fate to be too late, cause it's hard to wait for God in a state where children they get scarred with the hate. And I swear by God I find it odd that men rape, acting more wild than ape, criminal and savage. Love is the minimum, it's average for daddies to forsaken a marriage, and way too soon daddy's little girl should be taking the carriage, strolling the block. Her younger brother often talk about holding a Glock, only leading to the coffin closing and dropping a casket. This is reality, this is not plastic, this is tragic. Living in this savage land of the graves. Talk on your phone if you brave. New world order, either you a clone or a slave to minimum wage. You see, we are living in an age of false apostles and fools, presidents who are hostile and choose to use missiles that cruise for fossils and fuels, soil drilling to the core for oil they keep killing the poor. Plus it's spoiled when it's spilling the shore of heaven's pathway. If it would only take a step, God would meet us halfway.